I love smart tech. Ray-Ban Metas have been on my nose non-stop since I got them. That's why I was stoked when I've seen plans for new Rokid smart glasses coming up. Apart from the name that I would probably have to scratch off because Rokid, you just can't sell it. It just sounds like one of those knockoff brands. But let's put that aside. I almost got caught in this whole mess myself. I've delayed backing these glasses on Kickstarter by one day. Just learned from one of my friends next day that Rokid purposely misled their backers. And what's really infuriating here is that we all know that Kickstarter projects can go sideways, that some of them are not being delivered as promised. However, that's the part of investing into any startup. Now, stuff like this, what Rokid pulled off, is a little bit more sinister. If you already got an established company that hides key fact about their product, that's not really called a mistake. That's called a scam. I'm gonna take these off because I'm not Casey. This was just to prove a point. And by the way, I'm not trying to be Alex Formosi either with this thing on my nose, but I swear to God, like every single pollen in Scotland is congregating around my house trying to suffocate me. Back to the video. I was super excited when Rokid pitched these glasses because they were meant to do what Ray-Ban's Meta can't. And that includes taking photo and video in both horizontal and vertical mode, which is a massive pain with Metas because the vertical is 1080p and when you crop in, just looks a bit shit. The live translation sounded really cool, 89 languages, probably is going to come in handy at some point. Interesting part was the offline translation, which means you can use the translation without having any signal, which is great if you're in the middle of nowhere. But the biggest proposition here is that these glasses will have an in-lens display that will allow you to do tons of stuff hands-free. Like media went wild, the campaign exploded, and well, they raised over $1 million. So far, so good. But here's the bit that they didn't put right front and center in front of everyone. And this is why things kinda took a turn. After you pay roughly $480 for the glasses, you get hit by a notification that there's also a subscription. Monthly, ongoing, required for all the advanced AI bits that are undefined. Now, if you're thinking, surely that was disclosed clearly on the day one before people put their money down. Yeah, no, it wasn't. The trailer didn't mention anything. Product page, there's nothing obvious there. Kickstarter page, nothing. Well, apart from this mysterious $99 ChatGPT credit, but I thought this is gonna be like, cool, a tiny little extra, so I can use it on my ChatGPT account. The way it was discovered in the comments. Someone just found out and put it up on Kickstarter. Hundreds of them. And people had already backed the product before even learning about this. In a second, I'll break down what Rokid said to all of this, and it's shocking. But I want you to picture this. You're excited, you back a campaign built on really cool promises, and only then you learn there's a fee to keep the good stuff working. And that's why the backers are livid. I appreciate that there are running costs to any AI model. I pay for a couple myself, but those fees are clearly stated on the website before you start paying, like any business should be doing. And I honestly wish they've pulled something like this off with actual investors. Because in startup or product investors relation, people often call situations like this either withholding material information, failure to disclosure, or, bluntly, fraud. But wait, it gets worse. In response to all of this, they posted 2 updates in early September. The first update said that core experience will always be free. I was like, okay, what the hell does that mean? They kind of included a very short list, which highlighted the photo and video capture will be free. I was like, well, thanks, that's kind of the basic, right? Paying per photo would kind of suck. Voice control, yeah, I almost spit out my drink. Imagine having only, say, 10 increases and decreases of volume per day. The teleprompter function for the offline stuff that's already downloaded. Notifications, music controls, answering calls, offline translation. What was really surprising is that they done this list and at the end they put etc. The factory backer also will get 3 months of subscription free. It ain't free because they already paid $480. And also the $99 Founders AI pack that was supposed to be a ChatGPT credit, at least as they advertise this, will only come in effect if they'll raise $3 million. So they were encouraging people to push harder so you guys can get something free, cheaper, bollocks. Now, on the second day, it got even better. What they said, there's going to be usage-based affordable pricing, but there's no actual price. What they claimed, at least in the comments, is that it will be cheaper than ChatGPT Plus, which kind of works out around $20 a month, which tells us nothing, but also feels a little bit insulting because, yeah, obviously it has to be cheaper than a full large language model. What they've also said that they are establishing a clear line between free versus paid, and I'll give you that list in a second, and trust me, it's not clear at all. And also, no, you can't just use your own ChatGPT subscription inside these glasses because of reasons. So yes, there was a lot of words used, but still no price, and the transparency that they kept mentioning all the time as well to people who already backed. But there's another one. The list sounds like even more BS. So get a load of this. On this side, we've got the free forever stuff, the core and offline, how they call it. And on this side, we've got a paid for. And needless to say, the list looks a little bit ridiculous. Let's leave the free part for a second. The advanced AI, as they call it, includes online translation in those 89 languages, which is using, obviously, internet connection for higher accuracy. Also, AI Q&A, so the image search, look and ask, something that Meta does already for free, and most of the smartphones too. Cloud processing for complex queries kind of got me because that is so vague. You can attach pretty much anything to that. Meeting and transcription summaries. I mean, dudes, again, our phones can do that, but also the advanced AR navigation, and they said that the basics nav is going to be free. I don't know what advanced means. Advanced is going to be paywalled, but there's no definition of what's the difference between these two. And in Rokid's private VIP group and Kickstarter comments, a lot of people are saying that, well, exactly, my phone is already doing this. It's got AI, it's got a translation, it's got a navigation, which is better than green arrows. So why in the hell would I pay a monthly fee for glasses to do it? And it's absolutely fair question. If the premium value isn't crystal clear and priced clearly, subscription feel like a tax on the hardware that you already bought. First of all, shit's transparency, because if the sub is essential for the product's promise to be delivered, it has to be unmissable before purchase, and that's period. Hiding it or burying it in some different $99 free ChatGPT credit just kills the trust straight away. And they had the audacity to add in the name of full transparency. That ain't transparency, sunshine. You're screwing people over. The second part is absolutely shit strategy. If you're trying to build the smart glasses platform and ecosystem, you want maximum adoption and developer momentum. You want people to be excited about not only using the glasses, but also developing for them, because they can see there is a merit in this. A paywall on the first day kills both. And Meta fully understood this with Quest. Firstly, they grew the user base, and then they focused on monetizing. But putting all of that aside, Apple just wiped the floor with the whole concept altogether by just releasing the AirPods 3 Pro with live translation, noise cancellation, so you can actually hear the person you're speaking to in your own language, whilst their original voice is getting cut out. It just makes so much more sense. And then when you reply in your own language, you can just show them what you're trying to say on the iPhone in their language. Well, booyah, no sub needed. And quite honestly, I think we need to really start holding companies to an account, because shit like this really boils my blood. So, sorry for the rant. Have a great day. More videos to come. Probably less dramatic than these. See you in the next one.